third train. Up here in Harlem. A cute little hotel, simple, you know. I'm quite, you know, I mean, even though whenever that train passes, which there's a period of like intensity where there's a few of them, and it's like, holy shit, can I survive this? But then there's these long pauses of nothing. Yeah. I was in Manhattan, downtown Manhattan. But now I'm up here in the hood. That building. I'm going that way. But yeah, I'm staying right here. Oh, another train. So pretty. See, there's like an intense period where there's a bunch of them goes through. One after the other. Otherwise, it's cute. Rooms are great, actually. You know, very basic. It looks very simple, but really and truly, the rooms are really great. I'll probably do a little video of the room before I leave. It's called the Park Avenue North. Easy to get to. Subways aren't far on both sides. And then we're right next to the Spiritual Israel Church and its army. You know. There's another train, I'm gonna tell you. It's the third train. The trains have to run somewhere. Somebody has to live somewhere there, eh? That's cute. Oh my God, I finally had a decent sleep. I got in before midnight last night and just slept. And that's after Caravana and then Soul Summit, and you know, hopping a flight and then hitting Soul Summit. But my God, both were so good. Like, I don't understand when people do this thing about carnivals. Like, I've been to Trinidad's Carnival, fan-fucking-tastic. I haven't been really been to New York's Carnival, but I've been to the Juve, and fan-fucking-tastic every time. Even when it's not perfect, even when there are little things about it, it's still fantastic. And then Caravana, and to me, all Caravanas are fun. I mean, yes, I can appreciate when some Caravanas are more intense and, you know, bigger, broader, more people, more whatever, the way they've organized it, blah, blah, blah. More, you know, route to whatever. And if I find the right band, I find a steel pan band, all of that, you know. But really and truly, I don't really compare. It's like, this experience is great, that experience is great, you know. That's why I love that book, Black Joy and Resistance, because it really captures the fact that in so many places, black people get together and build beautiful culture. Then they're going, so. And I came from there, and there's another train. whenever I turn the camera upside down like this, folks, it's because I'm taking a photo. Because you can take a photo within the video. It's not always the best quality, but you know, I don't want to stop the video to do it. My child is having a episode, which children do, because Lord, I was the king of episodes as a kid. I was the king of episodes. And see? More trains. Alright. A little sensible local neighborhood. Now we're looking for food for breakfast. It is now 11:30. Maybe surprised me up so early. It's a great doorway. Another photo, right? Now you know. Can't really get it head on, so I gotta do it like this. Because you know, when you're staying in like Times Square, it's a frenzy. You come outside and it's like, you have a distorted idea of New York City actually. Because of course Times Square and all those areas, one, it's business districts, so everybody's in town working, and two, tourists. And I would say probably 80 or more % of who is there is tourists. And so it's an odd notion of this constantly busy, crazily tense place, which it just isn't. Right? All the time. Because you come up to a place like this and you're like, where people live? Oh yeah, so okay, so the hotel I'd say is, you know, let me not say anything. I mean, you know, you're by the train tracks, so say you're gonna hear trains. But one thing that you do is when you, I slept fine. I mean, initially I was like, what? Train tracks? What the hell would I end up here? Because you know, those things you just don't get in the promo of these places, right? Unless you're probably, and I guess one can scout and look at the map, and if I was dealing with a travel agent, I'd probably ask questions, but then they don't always know. I mean, I did it all on Expedia myself. But once you crank on the AC and that's making its noise, you actually don't notice the trains. In fact, I didn't notice the trains until because I got in the room, thought, oh cute, settled in, and it wasn't until I turned the AC off because it was so freezing, which was great, don't get me wrong, I loved it. But at a certain point, oh, look at that, it's too bad that it's closed off. She's FaceTiming. God, I just want to get it. What are they going to tell me to get out? Yeah. So am I finished here talking about the room? Yeah, it's great. I'd say just know it's by a train track, right? So for any of you who that's going to be a big deal to or deal breaker, just know that. Because it's better to know it and, right, more trains. It's better to know it, not know it. You get here and it really throws you off. Because it's like it did me when I turned off the AC. It's like, what? What's that sound? And I realized it was, oh Lord, look at this. these little homes. I remember once being billeted up here for a conference I was at, staying in one of these brownstones. Oh my God, it was so incredible. It's like floors and floors and floors of beautiful space. And then you have lots. Shocking, like that should be a garden. We're trying to find food. So I'm trying to think, oh yeah, I have to go over to 120 something. And here's a grand church. In areas I don't film for other people, I film for myself. I film the way my eye is looking. So I know for some of you it's a very fast, probably too erratic moving camera. Oh, look at this, Association of Black Social Workers. Because you've all seen my videos walking away from hotels in more in central Manhattan, where it's much more busy. Now we're getting into busier territory. The food place them there. I'm going to the Whitney Museum. Oh, it's Madison Avenue, the pan, I never ever know. Ooh, Baba Fashion. You know, I can't buy nothing because I can't, you know, carry on. But look at these pants. Oh no, it's not. Is it a pant? Yeah, there's a pant with a gold thing. And it's got little zipper legs. They're kind of a nice print. I think they would be too wide for me though. I think they're women's. God help me. I have to come back when I can do carry-on. Isn't that beautiful? Beautiful. There it is. You know, when I was young and came to New York, it was like, well, first, when I was young and came to New York, I just partied. It was all back in the 80s and 90s when it was all about, you know, the Sound Factory bar, tracks, God, all kinds of different places. I can't remember all the names of them. And it was about black gay mecca. You know, you come and it's like, as I would say, white people disappeared, including white gay men. It's like, you know, you could just basically live in a world of black gay men and not notice. Oh, did I look at this? I came too far. I was supposed to be at 125th. That is great. there's a park there. Oh, what else? I didn't finish my thoughts. So yeah, I used to come and it used to be like, you know, it was all about got to get to the party, got to get to the club. You know, who cares about any of this other stuff? And then eventually it became I got to come and go to exhibitions and see what all is going on. And you know, and then it was like an intense gotta get moving, gotta get moving, gotta get moving. But then gradually over time now, you know, yeah, so I get up in the mornings like, I gotta get to hit this museum, hit that gallery, hit this event, run around, and even now the Soul Summit thing I have to get tighter on, which is I have to realize the best way to do it is not plan to do anything at all that day, just have brunch or breakfast and then go. Brunch, breakfast, lunch, then go. Because what ends up happening is I always fit a gallery in, and then of course it always takes longer because I want to see the entire thing. Even if it's just one exhibition, because these exhibitions are always dense and intense and wonderful, of course, and all of that, right? Ways that they are. But then sometimes you're just like, all right, let's see if I can make this light. Such a good look. I love these here things. Yeah, when you see I stop, I slow down and focus on something, it's a photo happening. Food. What does it mean that there's no food around? I'm not seeing any restaurants or anything. Oh, the brownstone. Never recognize this place. Okay, we're gonna have to stop here because I have to go in and find out some information. Alright, to be continued. About almost 20 minutes already. Oh yes, what I was saying, let me finish my thought first, right? What I was saying is that I used to like, yeah, go from partying when I come here. Literally, we just sleep through the day. You'd probably wake up around lunch, brunch, because of course you were out till like, you know, 6, 7 a.m., 8 a.m. in the morning. So you'd be getting to bed at like 9-ish or so. So you'd roll over at noon or afternoon. And then after that, you'd then, you know, had food. And then the only other thing you probably do is shopping, right? You know, what was happening at Barney's or down in, you know, Soho or in the meatpacking district, or, you know, and I remember going to Patricia Field and places like that, right? So that was a deal. But as that, then eventually I evolved to the gallery stuff. And sorry I'm repeating myself because I, you know, still a little bit out of it because I really haven't still rested enough. Okay, I'm being distracted too. Anyway, so then I moved on to the whole gallery thing and art, and in fact I don't even go out now. I don't go out at night. I go to the festivals, the party festivals and so on, but no going out at night. You know, because by the time I'm done, I'm crashing. Like, you know, 8, 9-ish, I'm in the house, hotel room, and I just want to crash. And also I've learned to think about, why am I spending all this money in a hotel room and not enjoying it? You know, back when I was younger and couldn't really afford it, it was all like 4 or 5 of us in our hotel room, so then it was no incentive to stay in so much. But now that I'm, you know, covering the whole hog for my room, it's like I want to be in there and enjoy it. So yeah, so that's a part of it too. But also I'm just not motivated to go out. Nothing is as enticing anymore. Not usually. I'm at some street, you know, day party anyway. So so now though, what I've learned to let go of since I've evolved to the whole gallery thing is the, you know, let's go with the flow. So I wake up and yeah, I'm gonna go to at least, and the other thing is only one gallery a day. I mean, sometimes I've done a couple, but only if it works. But just start at one, and even in the morning, just wake up when I wake up. And take my time, wander through a neighborhood that I'm in.
I make sure it's easy, but they don't know what it means. Don't ask me the time, I gotta get it in the fees. Put your drops on Louis, I want everything you need. When it comes to hoes, I never be the one to see it.
Get distracted again.
I'm showing the ass, bitches on my body, and I'm just trying to relax. They always come off good, and then they come off back. The perfect game, man, I told
Am I done yet? Dear God, my long ass story all going, Jesus Christ, I'm so chatty today. That is a video, yeah. Yeah, so now I'm just going with the flow. So even now, like this, you know, by now the old days, either I'd be still sleeping or I'd be, no, I gotta get to this gallery, I gotta get moving. But now it's like, yeah, just, you know, I could stand here for the whole day and that'll be fine. Like there's no pressure, no rush, you know, and I'll get to where I get to when I get to it. That is it. Because then it's a bit more relaxing. Otherwise, you go on these trips and you feel like, oh my God, you go back and you're just like, I need another trip away to recover. It's like Jamaica, right? Music everywhere. I never understand. Well, I guess some people have a thing about being documented, even though it's an odd thing, though, I find. Like, really and truly. But, you know, that's because I like taking photographs and videotaping all kinds of people. I've had people yell at me on the street, you need to get a permission for me to take a photograph. No, you shouldn't be doing that.
Why the fuck y'all can't get my picture?
Sister. And I was thinking, the people who are always coming their face, so what is it about their lives? And other people just walk by right through. And I was thinking, you know, the people covering their face are people who you then pay attention to, right? Whereas other people just walk by through, you just think, whatever.